Okay, hi guys. This is another sketchbook tour, part 2 of the one that I recorded last time. Again, sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm recording this at like midnight again. Yeah, let's get right into it. Check out part 1 if you want to see everything leading up to it. Okay, so this first part, this was a day I went to the mall with my friends. This was from, I think we got Chick-fil-A. I went to Spencer's. This was like supposed to be like a observational drawing. This is, I know it's really hard to see. This is one of my friends, and this is another one of my friends. We were sitting, okay, let me help. We were sitting on an air mattress, okay, on my floor. That's my door, that's my dresser. And we had the laptop propped up, and we were all sketching. That's a sketchbook. That's another sketchbook. And I was sitting over here on my sketchbook drawing them, except I did such a bad job. It's actually like embarrassing. And then this, I did a college tour. This was like our junior day activity. So there was like a whole thing, like we had lunch and stuff. So this was, I drew that while I was at lunch, and then I drew these like throughout the day. And then this was what I actually drew at the sleepover. This was what I drew after I drew that bad gesture drawing. My art was going through like a really terrible phase right now. Like, not right now. During this time, I was like, I don't know, I was really struggling. I was resorting to same face syndrome. Like, everything was so buns. I was trying so hard to make it look good. But we did this, like, draw this in your style activity, so we were all trying to draw the same girl. And then I got this, like, stuffed animal guy. I named him Zeepzorp because I could not stop saying Zeepzorp that entire time. So I drew, this was Zeepzorp humanized. Oh my god. Yes! Okay, I'll get there. Okay, so basically to get my art block healed, I just started doing a bunch of like face studies. These actually turned out really good. I really like them, especially that one. And then these two were two of my friends that I sit with at lunch. I drew their side profiles just because I really like drawing side profiles. They're fun. This one, my friend Max drew my OC Elio for me. He's so cute. I love him. I love this drawing so much. I'm so appreciative of it. We did an art trade. So I drew his OC and he drew mine, and his art style is like so delicious. I treasure this so much. This is so great. Okay. Oh my god. Mrs. Krim, when I catch you, that's my chemistry teacher, my ex-chemistry teacher, because school is out. Hallelujah. Thank God. I hated her. Oh my god. That was okay, like, random quick off topic. Chemistry this year was like genuinely the worst I've done in any class ever. That was so bad because my teacher is literally evil. Oh my god. I forgot about that. This was also when I got hyperfixated on World War I. Yeah, I had like, oh my god, okay, because if you watched part 1, you would have seen all of my Hitalia fan art, and that somehow turned into like a military history hyperfixation. Specifically, it was World War I for a while, hence the I love trench warfare. Oh my god, I don't know why. It was such a random thing, but I just like really got into it. Like, I just thought it was so interesting. It is really interesting. That is why I want to be a history major. But yeah, so that's what that's for. My OC Rodney, and then Elio's side profile, and then my 8-push teacher. And then this right here, I was watching Yellow Jackets, which I have a lot of other thoughts on that, but those are my faves. Nat on top, as per usual. I love Natalie. And then Shauna, not even on the list. I hate her ass. Faves, I didn't even want to put her on here. She was literally last place. I hate Shauna. I hate her so much. I've been beefing with her since she ate Jackie. Jackie, my queen, you did not deserve that. Oh my god. Anyways. Okay, and then I did a really quick study in my 8-push classroom. Yeah. Ooh, okay, this is fun. Oh, I love that. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, I did like an April check-in because I was gonna try to do this every month, and then I only did it one single time. I drew Paul from All Quiet on the Western Front because I loved him. And then I drew my OC Luca, except he looks so ugly. I really don't like this. It was so bad. And then I went to the library with my friend and we did the kids scavenger hunt. This is like low-key the best thing I've ever, hold up, my camera's kind of weird. So that is like low-key the best thing I've ever drawn in my sketchbook ever. I don't know what I was cooking. This is like genuinely, like, I have no idea what sort of like crazy, hold up, yeah, I was like tapped into something insane when I drew that. Just specifically the face. I just love it so much. I love him. Elio, mwah. My Pookie. There's some like lore reason behind why he's in here. But yeah, and then I drew this. He's giving him, why is he giving him? I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like a pot gummy or something, or like one of those like weird drug gummies. I can't even remember, or maybe it's just like a normal gummy. I cannot remember, but that's what he's holding. I don't know, that was goofy. That like doesn't happen in the lore. I just wanted to draw them. That was also from the scavenger hunt, and then I got a bunch of Attack on Titan stickers, which I think I will like actually put them in later. Oh my god. Okay, this was like part 2. I made Vietnam War OCs, like, respectfully. Guys, I try very, very hard to be respectful with all my OCs, especially historical ones, because like history is history. This is real people, real lives. So yeah, I did this all in math class. There's another one under here. I wrote all these in math class. Instead of doing math, because screw pre-calc. Yeah, that was like some lore, and then I wrote a bunch more in Google Docs. I don't know, this page is really boring in case you can't tell. Some anatomy studies. This is fire. I like that. And then this was my like watch list, which I didn't watch any of those. I didn't do anything on here. I did see Warfare. That was really good, except that day was bad for a different reason, which I will discuss later in the sketchbook. This is ugly. Oh my god, wait, never mind. That's ugly. This, Eli Vanto. Okay, I got like really, completely randomly out of the blue, I got really into Star Wars again, specifically the Thrawn comics / books, specifically for Eli. I love him. I keep picturing him with either an Australian accent or like a really deep southern twang. Like, oh my god, it's crazy actually. And also, you probably noticed, but I just keep sticking, like, whenever I eat apples, I just keep sticking these in here. They're like all over my water bottles too, because I'm like, I can't throw them away for some reason. This is Luca, except it was really ugly. I was like intentionally trying to do something different. I didn't just like, my art style didn't just get busted. Like, I was trying to do it on purpose. It's just ugly. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, so I did my OC Jesper, and then Italy being goofy. Oh my god, I have a story about this. I'll tell that after I show this. That's when that was also Germany with his hair down. And then that was all my Attack on Titan stickers. This is my friend. I drew her in choir class, and then this is my OC Luca being sad. And this was my prom makeup plan. The story about this, I was doodling this. You can skip this if you want, but I was doodling this on the front of my chemistry packet, and I was taking notes at the same time. Let me be very clear. I was taking notes. My notes were completely filled out. I had I was completely caught up. I was paying attention. I was just doodling at the same time because that's what I do. And my chemistry teacher, like, after we get done, she like marches over to my desk. She has like the wickedest look on her face, and she like snatches my packet up and like flips it like open really dramatically, like she was expecting me, because I kept doodling after. So she like snatches it up and she like opens it like she's expecting me to be empty, and then she just kind of like looks at me because like it's full, like I did all my notes, and then she like slams it back down on my desk and she's like, make sure you do your practice. I was like, okay girl, like I'm not that stupid. I'm trying to do my work. It's not my fault that like the way this class is taught sucks. But at least I got a cute drawing out of it, kind of. Oh yeah. Okay. This is yeah, this was my part of my Star Wars, like, renaissance. My fave Star Wars characters: Eli Vanto, number 1, and then Harrison Dola, Ezra Bridger, Sabine Wren, and Anakin. Duh. Oops, I just hit something. This was also prom week. I didn't end up voting for these people, I'm sorry, but it was really sweet. And then I drew, oh yeah, my art gets better soon, trust. Mitsuba, I love him. And then America, looking like a freak. Oh my god. And then my OC, Elio again. This is him as a baby, because I wanted to draw him looking young, because he's always sweet. And then I drew that, because I felt like it. And then this is, like, really ugly, because it's not, I don't know why my art style was doing it. Got, like, the proportions are kind of cartoony, but that's Luca. Bromus is his man. I love him. Okay. Okay, so this is some context. Okay, not this. Okay, wait. This is also peak. This, I love this so much. I might actually, this and the other page, I kind of want to tear out and put in my new sketchbook that I'm going to get. The face is so ugly on this. I just couldn't get it right, because, like, I don't even know what face would possibly go with this, like, freaky ass sleeping position. But I just, like, I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's fun. Like, he's not doing anything freaky. He just, like, sleeps really weird, like, canonically. What is that? That's a hand. Oh my god. I don't know what I thought that was. I thought I saw a vein. I was like, what did I draw? Anyways, my friend made this for me. I love her so much. Also, Hunter, obviously we bonded over our shared love of Hunter. The context for this is that I got ditched on prom by my prom date. It was okay. It was all good. Turns out she had a boyfriend. So, okay. Okay, wait. So, another lore drop. I don't know if she had a boyfriend when she agreed to go to prom with me, or, well, she was definitely talking to him. I don't know if they were dating, but she agreed to go to prom with me, and everything seemed to be going nice. And then literally, like, the night before prom, she messaged me, and she's like, sorry, my mom said no prom, and, like, gives me no other context. So I start freaking out, because prom is literally tomorrow. Like, I've been planning to go with her. I only just found out about the boyfriend, like, yesterday. But I stopped talking to her. I mean, it had been, like, weeks. Like, I stopped talking to her for a while, because obviously, like, I was really upset, and also, like, it was just really suspicious the way she'd been acting. I was kind of suspecting, well, I knew I probably wasn't the only one that she was talking to, which really sucked. But, like, I don't know, I'm, like, over it now. Like, it wasn't that deep, but still, that's the context for this. That's also why I wrote all that stuff about prom. I colored in this, like, really edgy, like, vent page, and then I, like, scribbled it out. But whatever. So that's what was going on there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is when, oh my god, I'm, like, resting on my wrist. It hurts so bad. You can see the carpet imprint here. Make sure, oh, I got some stuff here. I never actually glued that in. Okay, so I watched Mysterious Skin. Oh my god, that movie, like, actually killed me. It was a really, really good movie, but it's just, like, I mean, obviously, if you know anything about the plot, you know, like, it is really, like, dark and uncomfortable and depressing, but I just, like, I loved it and hated it at the same time. Like, you know, so I drew fan art of them. And this was something my art teacher wanted me to do that she didn't, like, I didn't end up gluing in ever. And then I drew this Neil again. Let me go see Elio. Okay, and then here on out, the rest of it is actually really boring, because, spoiler alert, this was all done. Please, 5. This was done. Light work? Am I goated? Sorry. This was done right before my A-push exam. So, quick flip through, and then there's that. That was just, like, some failed sketches, my cat, and then I started planning out an animatic to pork soda. That was for my AP Lang exam. But yeah, this was A-push. I did all this the night before A-push, just, like, panicking, trying to write out as much as I could, and then, like, none of it ended up being on the exam. Whatever, whatever, I'm fine. But yeah, so I have some stuff left, but I think I'm gonna like put this to rest. I guess I can yap now because I'm like done with it. I did really like, I really like this sketchbook, but the problem that I'm having, that I also had at the start, is just the pages are so thin. Like, I can't do anything on it except pencil. Like, also, wait, sorry, really off topic. Look how long my nails are. This one got, like, ripped off, which is why it's so much shorter. So that sucks. But, like, if you just, like, if I just, like, do that, like, whoa, I've got a nice hand. Sorry, it's so weird. But anyways, the pages, like, are so thin. Like, they're basically transparent. So I can't do anything in this except graphite. And I'm not even, like, colored pencil, honestly. I could do pen, I guess, but, like, you know, it's like transparent, basically. So it's really hard for me to, I feel like anything, I have, like, pages I could do it on, but then I'd have to, like, cut them out and glue it in. I feel like I'm not as immersed. So I feel like when I get into these, like, art funks where I want to do, like, more experimental stuff, it's really hard for me to do with, like, a sketchbook like this, because it's, like, I don't know, it doesn't hold up super well, but whatever. I like it. I made pretty good progress. I started this December 6th, so it's been a good while. It's been about 6 months. I feel like that's a pretty good length for me. I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, getting another one for my birthday, which is coming up. And if I don't, I'll just buy it myself, honestly, because, you know. And the one I'm looking at, the one I want, is this, like, a really nice, like, multimedia one. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I'll get that. In other news, I'm really looking forward to Art Fight. My profile, I'm working on getting that updated, working on a lot of references. My Art Fight is the same as, like, literally every other account I have, melthebestest, all one word. So yeah, maybe check that out, please. It's my first, I've signed up in the past, but this is my first year, like, actually doing it, because I kept forgetting all the other years. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the latter part of my sketchbook. I know that was kind of short, but I think that's okay. Because like I said, it's midnight and I can't be yapping for a super long time. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.